EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Texans are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Chiefs, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10. Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So the offense has it first and 10. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. Here's Foreman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Back to throw, Watson throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here we go, first and 10 now. Watson now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They run again with Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And his pass incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
Mahomes now to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They run with Hunt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mahomes going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie, and they will set up. In enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to air one out. Hopkins and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Smith on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, here's Smith. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. And going deep for Hill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, it's Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Again, here's P-Ryan. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. To the air yet again. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Allen Bailey getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Braxton Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And here comes the Texans now. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. That'll bring up second down.
Ohio! Here we go! Flex round!
Throwing again is Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. To throw on second down is Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it here with Pirine. And an alley to run. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
If you love old-school running backs, I think you're going to really like Samaje Pirine. Strong, built low to the ground, great leverage when he runs the football, and bodies just scatter. He's hard to get on the ground.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because you...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And he's able to put it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
All right, now look at 56.
Mahomes now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run it here with Hunt, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a carry for P-Ryan. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back now here on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go. Gun!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Detroit!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is incomplete. And now out comes Houston. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzling.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. 10. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mahomes now on first down. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Riddick in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Here's Pirine. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Watch tight, tight end right. Watch tight, tight end right. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Pirine. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go. Boom. Over. No. God. Back out of that belly. Here we go. Under 10.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hurry up, here we go. Four down. Leopard.
Now here's Mahomes. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tight end right. Hurry up, here we go. Back out of that belly, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. To throw is Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Shane Leckler now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Thomas. And Charles, you know what...